So to get over to the orders section, all you have to do is go over to your admin panel and select where it says orders. This number over here next to the orders is illuminated because it's letting us know that there's an open order. If it was a fulfilled order, this number wouldn't be over here. So this is going to be good news. Every time you see a number over here, this means that there's something new and you just got a new sale. So let's go ahead and click on orders. And we'll see over here the order that I made in the previous video to show you as an example during the bogus checkout. So if you want to see more information about this specific order, all you have to do is actually click on the order number, which is over here. Before I go over there though, I want to also point out in the top right hand corner that you can see abandoned checkouts. What abandoned checkouts are basically a time when a customer gets to the checkout with an item, but then they don't actually go through and make a purchase. There's not too much that you can do about this, and we would be able to see the abandoned checkouts if some were made, but they're not. I just wanted to let you know what an abandoned checkout is. So let's go back to the orders page and continue. We can also sort our orders by looking through all the orders, open orders, which this is, an unfulfilled order, which this is, or an unpaid order, which this is technically unpaid, but it was paid with a bogus payment. So let's go back to all orders and click on the order number to go into more details about this order. So over here, the first thing we see is that Shopify is reminding us that this is a test order, so not to get too crazy or to send a shipment to the address. On the right hand side of the page, what we see is information about the person who actually ordered the product from your site. So you can see everything over here, like their shipping and billing address, their email, what type of shipping they ordered with, the weight of the shipment, and they can also even go through a risk analysis for you on your behalf, and they'll do that automatically, which is a really cool thing because it can actually help to identify if something looks to be fraudulent. So let's go now to the left hand side of the page, and up at the top of this order we can see options like fulfill, payment received, and refund. So we can look through the order documents, and if we need to fulfill it, we can just go ahead and click on the fulfill button, and then this new option comes up and we can actually go through and either put in an optional tracking number, or we can opt to not send a notification email to the customer and basically just fill out the fulfillment right over here. And once we're done with all of this, we just click on fulfill items, and the notification email will be sent through and the item will be fulfilled. So we can also go through these order details. We can add a note to the order, we can add tags to the orders, and lastly down here we can see the history of the order. So we can see that the order was placed from checkout, and then the payment was successfully made for $30.74, and then that we received the order and that the confirmation email was sent, and that we can resend it if we like. We can also see the history for fulfillments, and we can also see the history for transactions. So that's how you'd actually go through and play around with your orders section. I want to go up into the top right hand corner, and I want to show you this because let's say somebody actually calls in and they say, you know what, we just decided that we can't pay for this, or we figured out that we don't have the funds, or we just made a mistake. If you need to cancel an order, what you're going to have to do is click where it says cancel order over here in this drop down menu, and when this comes up you'll actually be asked to identify what the reason was for canceling the order, like they changed their mind, it was fraudulent, or you don't have the item available, or something other. So you can select one of these, and then you can choose how many items had to be returned. So in this case it would be 1, and then you would see the total amount that's being refunded to the person who had made the purchase, and then you can choose to restock the item if you do have it. Then you can also send a notification email to the customer letting them know that the order has been canceled. So that basically wraps up the orders, and the more that you play around with this and the more orders that you get, the more you'll get comfortable with this.